New cards, PogChamp, new cards, PogChamp. I'm really excited for this one. We've been sniffing the dregs recently, scraping little bits of new cards, PogChamp out of the seat cushions, trying to get our fix. Oh, cool, one import of a vanilla from 15 formats ago, but today we have a ton of actually interesting stuff to talk about, and we're beginning with Card Game Artworks Labrynth. Okay. So basically this is just like we got, the early prints of the Labrynth stuff and like the design notes and etc. But they're really funny. For some reason, I like women with an unhealthy look in their face. I don't know who this illustrator is, but I'm so glad this type of person is working at Konami. I could imagine a world in which Labrynth, the lady of the Labrynth, is just normal, and I'm so glad we don't live in that world. She works really hard. The request was for a white female demon that rules over a castle. First off, they wrote white. They were like, white, give them a white one. Second, I like the concept that they're like, draw us a demon, and this person's like, yeah, let me roll with that. What if she's like sallow? What if she like her eyes are like pitted? What if she hasn't slept in like 14 days and she can't get pussy? What about that? It's really incredible. At first their design was rigid. I made her wings more lace-like and transparent, and I thought, I must be a genius. Incredible. I thought her having an emotional link toward Night-chan is absolutely the way to go. How exciting. Literally, like, and I thought, what if she was a lesbian? Correct. I wonder when we're gonna get a Night-chan card. I'm patiently waiting for it. You and me both. All right, we got the full art of the servant and their clothes. Here she is being annoying. Then we have the Labrynth Archfiend, which is the Archfiend. The Archfiend is like a suit of armor brought to life in the same vein as like the chandelier, right? Pretending to be furniture. Yeah. Cute stuff. I love when we get these. I think that they are adorable. Here's Arias. Steward creates creatures from a tea set. Very long arms and legs. Likes dogs. Me too. Me too. I also like dogs. And we have a mysterious character as well. Oh, boy. I'm excited. Next up. More whites. Dogmatic Calamity Alba System. Complete file, The White Story. This is just my autobiography. So this is Dogmatic Calamity Alba System. Originally, I thought this was the theoretical perfected form of Albazoa, or Scarlon says it's the god that Aluber pretended to be while they were Lubellion. It also looks a lot like a weird piece of pack filler we got in Phantom Nightmare. I can't remember the name of it. It's like the endless machine they play in Cyber Dragon decks. Carbot, yeah. Anyway, this card can be made with Fallen of Albaz in 6 different names. Has to be fusion summoned. It can attack everything once each. You have to send a card from your extra deck to the graveyard to declare an attack with this card. And if you control this fusion summoned monster and have 6 or more fusion monsters in your graveyard with different names that mention Fallen of Albaz as material, you can send all cards in both players' extra decks to the graveyard. Perfect design for me. Perfect design. I'm so happy they are printing cards that do things that are this cool and are this fucking bad to summon. That, like, you should be able to print cards that are like, if you jump through X hoops, you win the game, but the hoops are never going to be jumpable through. I like it a lot. It is Sub Replay Friday support, if nothing else. I will say that. And they come in this nice little box. a lot of people are saying this is like the teaser card for season 2. I don't think that's true. But when are we getting season 2, man? I want more of our little friends. I think we might not get it ever. I think it might just be done. I mean, writing complete file seems pretty cut and dry. All right, next up. Do not enter the White Woods. Okay, this is one. Just because I own them doesn't make them the White Woods. So unfortunately, these cards do a pretty good job of putting an end to my theory that this is the Wicked archetype. And for that reason, I have to say that they were probably printed specifically to spite me. But let's talk about the White Woods. The origin story of the original sin. So I'm pretty sure that is that is just them yapping. I don't think that actually this is supposed to be an original sin metaphor, but maybe it is. Maybe instead of a Wicked, it's about the Garden of Eden. What if it was the Garden of Eden, but instead of Adam and Eve, it was Eve and Eve, right? It would be what, Lilith and Eve? All right, here's what we got. Asteria of the White Woods. So this person becomes Diabellstar? Maybe? I don't know. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. You can send a spell trap from your hand or field to the graveyard, special a light spellcaster tuner from your deck, like Ecclesia. If a spell trap is sent to your graveyard to activate a monster effect while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card. Okay, that's like that's crazy, of course. But I think that the White Woods is apt because all I'm thinking about is the fucking white woman. How many different Ecclesias you can get with this? Okay. Next up, we have Rosette of the White Woods. This becomes Diabellstar, right? You can send a spell trap from your hand or field to the graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand, then add a White Woods monster from your deck to your hand, except Rosette. And if a light spellcaster tuner is special to your field during your opponent's turn, while this card is in your graveyard, you can add this card to your hand. Here are the monsters you're supposed to summon. Sylve of the White Woods. Who the fuck is this? Some kind of wolf lady? Wait. Silvera? It can't be Silvera. Silvera is a trap. Does she become the sinful spoils? Oh, no. That's not good. If this card is normally special summoned, you can add a White Woods spell trap from your deck to your hand. And if this card is in your graveyard, you can target a White Woods Synchro monster, return it to the extra deck, special summon this card. Its effects are negated. Her name is half of Silvera. Sylve. This is Silvera, the big spooky man. And here's Ra. No, this is Recelia. The hell is that? Is that the negations trap? No, it's the scythe that no one plays. Okay. You can only use the first, second, or third effects of this card's name once per turn. If you control a White Woods monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Send a spell trap from your hand or field to the graveyard. Draw a card. If this card is in your graveyard, target a White Woods Synchro monster you control or have in your graveyard. Return it to the extra deck. Special summon this card, but its effects are negated. And then Witch Wolf of the White Woods. Yeah, Witch Wolf. Is a level 6. You're meant to make it with the 4 and one of the little kids. If this card is special summoned, change all face-up monsters your opponent controls to face-down defense. Crazy. Illusion and Spellcaster Synchro monsters you control gain 500. If they attack a defense position monster, inflict double piercing. That's interesting. Recelia. Wait, what the fuck? Why does Recelia become sexy? I thought this was a man. I guess this could still be a man. When this card is special summoned, you can send a spell trap from your hand or field to the graveyard, add a White Woods card or a light spellcaster monster from your deck to your hand. Illusion and Spellcaster Synchros you control gain 500 attack that can't be destroyed by your opponent's card effect. So the thing that's fucking me up about this is These cards all look pretty good, and they look like they form a really competent resource loop. But in order for that resource loop to exist, you have to be able to continuously send spells and traps from your hand and field to the graveyard. And we haven't seen the spell traps yet, but I think a lot is going to hinge on those cards' ability to either plus when they go to the graveyard or do something. Next up, we have Diabell, Fiendess of the Whitewoods. If this card is synchro summoned using a tuner synchro as material, you can target a spell trap in your graveyard, add it to your hand. That's good. That's good for them. When your opponent activates a card or effect, you can send a spell trap from your hand or field to the graveyard, especially level 7 or lower synchro monster from your extra deck, graveyard, or banishment. This is cool. It's not like a negate, but it does plus off of your opponent doing things. And this is Diabell. Who the fuck is Diabell? We have Diabell Star, and we have Diabell's Star, but who is Diabell? Their mom, probably? Ugh. The original devil. Explain this to me in Wicked terms. And purple and green, it's gotta be Wicked. Okay, here are the spells. Legend of the White Woods. If you control an illusion or spellcaster monster, add a White Woods monster from your deck to your hand. Oh, fuck. They don't all have this second effect, do they? If this card is sent to the graveyard to activate a monster effect, you can set this card. There's no way that that's, like, on all of them. How am I going to start this by being like, oh, yes, they need to be able to recur themselves in order for this archetype to have the necessary resources to consistently go off, and every spell card is like, yeah, if you send this, just put it back. Okay, so it's a once per turn at least. Then we have Beware the White Woods. This is a removal spell and has the same effect. We have Whispers of the Sinful Spoils. Okay, so right, they eat this apple and it ruins the White Woods. Is that what I'm hearing? Sex. It isn't sex, chat. It's knowledge. Not everything is sex. You know, some stuff is power. Target an illusion or spellcaster monster you control. Return that face-up monster to the hand or extra deck. Then special summon an illusion or spell. I'm going to have to read this effect again. Target an illusion or spellcaster monster you control. Return it to the hand or extra deck, then special an illusion or spellcaster from your graveyard or banishment. I can't tell if this is good or not. And, of course, you can set it as well. But this one, it kind of fucking sucks to set because it's a quick play. We finally found a use for the quick play typing. Is on this archetype specifically, it's a nerf. All right, next up we have Woes of the White Woods. Same deal. Send to the graveyard, activate a monster effect, set this card. Specially White Woods from your hand or deck, then synchro summon a White Woods monster. Really promising first wave. Really promising first wave of cards. Unfortunately, at present, I think you're going to find they don't do enough yet. Like, there's not enough points of interaction with an opponent. They don't set up enough, like, things to prevent your opponent from killing them. But really powerful cards with a lot of stuff. This can Calamity lock. Calamity will not be legal by the time these cards come out. I guarantee it. All right, so here's off of Reset and a spell. First up, I know you're looking at this and thinking 2-card combo. Oh God, you know it sucks ass. But realistically, half the deck is this and half the deck is this. So it's kind of like a Trickstar in that way. And not just because they're women. Asteria. Then we go Guiding Chem into Branded Fusion, into the Synchro, into Diabell. Add back the Branded Fusion. Okay. That's what you wanted to show me? No, you don't get it. It's a 2-card combo that gets you Branded Fusion. Hey, I got actually a 1-card combo that searches Branded Fusion too. It's called Open Branded Fusion, or a Normal Aluber, or Opening. It's a 1.5. And also, aren't we locked at this point? Here's their standard game loop. Okay, here we go. Asteria and a card. Sylvie, Calamity, Reset Lucia. Then you go into Raika, add back Calamity, set Calamity, go into the 6, grab Whispers, summon the Lucia back, Set 1. Make the big mommy. Make Stardust Charge Warrior. I saw that, by the way. Stardust Charge Warrior draw imperm. Yeah, like, this is fine. That's like a completely defensible game loop. Baron plus their on theme. That's completely fine. Imperms are to show random draws. Yeah. I get it, but it's funny. Okay. Reselia, trigger the graveyard effects, reset Calamity, Asteria, reset. Go for the new Diabelle. Go for reset, grab Lucia, set the Whispers, special to Lucia, send the Folklore, into Charge Warrior, into, of course, cycle back the Raika for the Lucia into Baron. Like, this is a completely fine resource loop. Like, Baron every turn, and then Diabelle, these 2-card set, one of which kind of does something, and then 2 random draws. That's like Sword Soul type shit. That's completely fine. Well, like I said, I think these cards do have a lot of power. They form this like really tight, consistent resource loop. They're going to have to find more stuff to do, or stuff will have to evolve around them, I do like a lot of people going like, they could make Calamity. You said that Calamity wouldn't be a factor in Centurion, and it's like, yeah, when was the last Centurion top you saw? All right, next up. This in Runic goes so hard, you got to stop watching Josh. You got to stop listening to Josh. Next up. Fuck. Okay. So real quick. When I said Tenpai Dragons were not going to be good, I was not considering the existence of these cards because they didn't exist yet. I still maintain I don't think Tenpai is going to be particularly strong here. But I can't deny that this shit is bordering on custom card levels of support. Let's read these together, please. Let's begin with Tenpai Dragon of Genroku. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is added to your hand except by drawing it, you can special summon it as a tuner, then increase its level by 1. Poplar. CJ says, stop printing this on cards. You know what's funny about this one is because it's level 3, it's even better with Small World. Not that it matters, as we'll see in a moment. 2, quick effect. You contribute this card, special summon a Tenpai Dragon monster from your deck. I mean, like... Good. Oh, except itself. Okay, so it's fair. It's, that's not bad. That's not bad. I love that it's a quick, so you can't even, like, imperm it. There's no point where you can imperm this card. Good. Okay. Well, where's the lock? Well, there is a lock. You can't special summon for the rest of the turn except dragon monsters. And when have those ever been good? Let's see what else we have. Sangen Kaihao. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. During the main phase, if all monsters you control are fire dragon monsters and your opponent controls more monsters than you, end the main phase. If 3 or more attacks were declared this turn, banish this card from your graveyard, draw a card. You can special summon any number of Tenpai Dragon monsters from your hand. I hate to do this to you all. I don't think this card is very good. I've seen people dooming about this card all day. And the reason they're dooming is because Tenpai Dragon has a bunch of things that prevent your opponent from interacting with you in the battle phase. But if they can prevent you from getting your main phase, then you can never interact with them. I just don't think that's realistic. I don't think like, okay, I'm going to set the trap and engineer a position where I get to the battle phase is going to actually do it. I just, It will probably see play because of the way the resource loop works, but I don't think it's going to be this like horrible game destroying super threat like I've seen a couple people online talking about. It's probably fine, but why print stuff like this? Dragnelius, you are asking the right questions here. It's like, is this card going to ruin Yu-Gi-Oh? No. But why would you print it? Like, do we want this effect in the game? Is this something that like that like everyone's clamoring for? Oh, there have to be more ways for me to fucking dual terminal my opponent. Okay. We got a Poke Draco retrain. Peak. If this is normal summon, you can add a level 4 or lower fire dragon monster from your deck to your hand. Hold up. It is no longer peak. Once per turn, you can excavate the top card of your deck. If it's a fire dragon, send it to the graveyard. This card gains attack for each Dora Draco you currently control. Whatever. Like, it is what it is. Awesome. I just like that we're printing circulars now. It's like this deck that was already the second best deck in the OCG, it gets a circular. Although I will say I'll push back even a little on the concept that it's the second best deck in the OCG, because if you look at the metagame breakdowns, it's like 5th, right? And this is a world where like they banned a whole bunch of cards in the decks above this. That said, these cards currently help. They're gonna help a lot. Let's get through these last ones. Oh, you know what? Let's do a lithium video real quick. Where's we'll go from Atheist Nightmare to lithium. Why does lithium help bipolar disorder? Well, people with bipolar really tend to enjoy cross-band list cup.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back. So,
okay, do you think he's going to be Joker-fied in this video? Place your bets now.
New Tenpai cards. If they needed more support. So currently,
you can see him kind of suppressing his Jokerian tendencies.
It's like, oh, the OCG got their new forbidden.
He's in control. He's like Two-Face.
Fire is still there. Tenpai is.
Let's see a combo lithium.
A second regular tuner. Plus, it can tag out as in Lone Fire, Blossom alike, special summon a Tenpai, for example.
We're playing Poke Draco, yeah.
Really
okay, just droll him here. This is one of the rare hands that gets cooked by droll. Wait, why did they pass? They still have full combo. What the fuck? Why did they do that? Are they stupid? Wait, this said, you got me. Nothing beats Droll and Lockbird just staring at Diabellstar. What do you mean full combo? What? Go Diabellstar, get OSS. OSS for Poplar. Link Haribo, normal Ash. Ash the Poplar for Oak. Oak and the Link Curry for Flamberge. Masquerena Princess. What the fuck? It gets, and it's decent.
Oh, yeah, going first, going second.
Redroll? What? I didn't add a single card to hand!
The cool part here is, with this, well, you'll see it win in the next couple of weeks.
They were playing around Thrust. They were playing around Thrust, actually.
But the deck still wants to go second, and that's the problem. Mirror matches are toxic.
Oh, I love Yu-Gi-Oh!
Thank you.
They're under Droll, by the way. Go to battle phase.
The more
go for Byroda.
Getting this support because it's getting much better, and obviously other decks will get hit. Like look at this. What is it? There was Droll. There's
Jesus
Nib
Christ.
in hand. You know, Nib doesn't really do anything against
Droll,
them.
Nib, Ash. How we lose a hand with Droll, Nib, Ash, Diabellstar. Come on. That's their own fault, though.
Ash? Yeah, Ash on the quick play spell. The quick play spell for the new one is fantastic. So that's 3.
Okay, that's like good, but also their opponent passed on nothing.
Hand traps, guys. 3 hand traps. This deck plays through that. This is a new combo or card interaction. So during your draw phase, you can use the quick play spell to search. When the new level 3
okay, this is what I'm excited about, is learning how this works. Okay, they droll here. Oh no, we did it in draw. We got to do it in draw. Right, we did it in draw. Fuck me, I guess. Okay. Spheres pass! Fuck! The deck's unbeatable.
What is it? The yellow one that searches their spells and traps. And because your opponent made you go first, you can search one of the new cards. And that's the trap. The trap makes it so it's just a normal trap, so you could thrust for that. That's important.
Yeah, what I'm scared of, I think, with this is like they do the stupid fucking annoying ass OTK on their own turn, but on your turn they're just Dragon Link. You know, it's like you go like Seal's guy.
Makes it so that if you control at least one fire dragon or into the troll eventually entering the battlefield, active trap, I guess gives 10 buyer the easy out. Like lightning, storms, duster, cyclone, that's definitely solid against this particular card. Because of that restriction, your opponent needs to control more monsters than you do. This is not new, but this is still an
good pick on synchro.
I like a lot. Again, the barrier is you can. So
Okay.
Zealantis is a card that should be banned.
Oh, good. You get to still do the Zealantis play in here too. Good. That's really what I like to see. All right. Next up is Galaxy Wardrake. We were excited about this one. You can only use the first or second effect of this card's name once per turn. You cannot special summon the turn you activate either of them except light monsters. If a level 4 light monster is special to your field, you can special this from your hand. Target a level 4 light monster you control. Its level in this card becomes 8 until the end of the turn. This is going to go crazy in First Wave Galaxy. Oh, man. And next we have the Raikas. Okay. So they changed the name of these from Raikas to we have them the TCG translation now, and aren't they like Ragnarikas? Stupid. Dumb. We don't stop putting extra words on these. Raika no Himi Janome. Okay. You can discard this card, special summon an insect, plant, or reptile from your hand. If this card is banished from the hand or graveyard, activate this effect. During the end phase, draw cards equal to the number of different types among insect, plant, and reptile monsters you control. Oh. Okay, so it's like super rejuve that caps out at 3. I don't know. It's we'll see how much space the archetype has. And Raika no Kuru Kamisuki. That's close. Come on. It's a 3. You can banish up to 2 monsters from your graveyard. Target the same number of spell traps your opponent controls. Destroy them. Great. Great card. If this card is in your graveyard, target an insect, plant, or reptile. Place it on the bottom of the deck. Special summon this card. You can't special for the rest of the turn except insect, plant, or reptiles. These are good. But they're not the game changers for Raika. I'm very interested to see what Raika does. I have a lot of hope for this strategy. And if I remember correctly, isn't Infinite Forbidden going to be legal for Nats? Or am I completely wrong about that? Yes. Okay. So we do have to care about these cards. Anyway, I'm really excited for all this stuff. It all seems really fucking broken. Whitewood seems like a really good series of cards that has the potential to be extremely strong. The Tenpai stuff is so annoying. And I've just been excited for Raika. I think Tri-Brigade has put in my brain a parasite that gets me excited about, like, low impact but recursive tri-type link monster archetypes. So